Well, you know what, Chris? I watched Heated Rivalry, and the most important thing that came out of it is that they used "I'll Believe in Anything" as a character's main theme.
Oh, I've heard that it features prominently in the song, and I am like here to say, we will start the episode with this. I am here to say, fucking called it. That song kicks ass.
It's so good, but I was losing it. I was texting someone. I was like, nobody's ever fucking talked about this song. This song's like fucking 20 years old.
It came out of nowhere.
Nobody's talking about it.
You watched it too, Chris? I haven't watched it yet, so don't.
No, I think everybody just knows Chris loves that song, so they.
Yeah, so literally my DMs were being blown up.
No spoiling.
People were like,
rivalry.
oh my god.
No spoiling.
Oh my god, they
get
together and boink, and then I'll Believe in Anything starts playing.
Okay,
that's
just
actually
don't
not
spoil
what
Heated
happens,
Rivalry,
but...
Chris. Like.
They don't boink?
No, it's just
they boink. I know they boink. Okay.
The song has to do with a different character. The song has to do with a different, not one of the main two characters.
You're spoiling.
There's more than two characters in the show.
It's mostly boinking, isn't it?
It is.
Hey, you guys.
Mom was like, should I watch this? And I was like, no.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's mostly boinking.
It's mostly boinking is the name of the episode.
In 1996, Scholastic began publishing Animorphs. Over the next 6 years, Katherine Applegate and her husband, Michael Grant, under the pseudonym K.A. Applegate, produced 54 main series books, several spin-offs, and inspired a TV series, graphic novels, and a cult following. We can't tell you where we live. We can't even tell you our last names. But we can tell you our thoughts and feelings on this series, book by book. I'm Miranda.
I'm Eddie.
And I'm Chris.
And we are... the Anidorks. These may be kids' books, but we discuss dark themes and mature content. There may also be some explicit language. Listener discretion is advised.
All right, it's done. Let it be known. All right, so now we can resume talking about I'll Believe in Anything. But no, we're here to talk about Book 21. Welcome back, you guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, so Miranda got sick. We took a break.
Oh my God, I hate when podcasts talk about the break they just took. I think it is so plain. We took a break for the holiday. We love all of you. Let's talk about Book 21.
I died 3 times.
Miranda, I used a revive.
Just like Redacted is going to die 3 times in this book. Anyway, so yeah, no, it's good to be back. Book 21. How do we feel? Are we sad?
Terrible.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
I'm scared
Are we
and
sad?
and a little irritable, as is evidenced by my outburst
I think maybe this is the worst book to start the year with. It's like the worst omen for the year.
It's terrible.
Possible.
It's literally terrible. Like, why did we do this to ourselves? We should have finished. Well, I'll tell you what. If we had finished last year with this book, I don't think I would have wanted to start this year.
Yeah, I would have just been like, you know what? We're never reading book 22.
In my experience of 2026, this book is sort of how this year feels so far. So
yeah, but you know, I could have said that about 2025 as well.
Yeah, but what are you talking about?
I don't want to take away the wrong lesson from this book.
Every year starts with winter.
I just want to say, though, I want to kick this off by saying I don't think it was wrong to trust David.
I think that,
what?
I mean...
Are you fucking talking about?
Okay, no, I think I understand. I understand where Eddie's coming from. Right? Was it a mistake? Yes. Was it the wrong thing to be hopeful? Book 19 would say no. Book 21 would say yes. Yes. Moving forward, we will abandon hope.
Yes, but we have to grow as a company. That's something that I say sometimes without knowing why I say it. And so I think that...
It's just what you're supposed to say.
Yeah.
And how are we going to grow as a company if we don't bring in new hires? It's just not going to happen.
Specifically David.
But then there's always a risk when you bring on a new hire that they'll be poached by the other team. How did this stupid book end?
I
got it. I'm sorry. I just read the last
I just finished it. I was the one behind in reading this time.
Read this, I finished this a while ago and then read the ending again recently, and the cliffhanger is so unbelievable that I just don't know.
Yeah. You tried to erase it from your brain. We're falling.
Nothing's changed since the end of the book. 20?
That's
20?
true. Book 20, we also ended falling.
So are you saying that the Animorphs are books about falling?
Ooh.
Like,
And
at the
actually,
core?
many of them are books about
Yeah, like I think you actually hit on something there. I think that was a nice observation. Well, do we want to summarize these books perhaps in a 3-2-1 sentence summary?
I guess we could try.
Yeah. Who wants which?
We have it assigned,
Well, it looks like they've been assigned. Yeah. It looks like
perfect.
I've
I'm
got
sorry.
3 sentences. You've got 2. Eddie's
Sure.
got 1.
And the fun thing about this is that because I have not been good about being consistent, you two are both doing a summary that you have not done in quite some time, whereas I, for some reason, have been doing all of them. So, Miranda, I think
know.
you're on 3.
I am on 3.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Summarizing this book, huh? It is unusually precocious of a book to use the rule of 3 so often in the second book of a trilogy. I don't think that's a summary. I think that's just an observation.
So we're inside some parentheses right now.
Yes, I would. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
No M dash, because people will
No
accuse
M
us
dash.
of being
Yeah.
generative
Don't
AI.
forget-
ChatGPT,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what?
Well, and
This-
she's going to need an M dash in a second to
It's
get out
true.
of this one.
This book is this book isn't X, it's Y. That's how ChatGPT talks.
Oh my God.
So we left off last book falling as cockroaches. That gets quickly neatened up, and we reapproach how to get into the Marriott where the world leaders are meeting. Sentence 1. During that reapproach, we grow less and less comfortable with David and his willingness to use morphing and violence for personal gain. And we learn that the Yeerks can shoot rays out of sunglasses. It's pretty cool. They don't call them Ray-Bans for no reason. Sentence 2. David has to make a difficult choice and waffles many times before potentially choosing violence. There you go.
Okay.
I don't think
That
it
was
was very
3?
good.
Are you taking minutes, Chris?
I did my best. It's a 3-sentence summary.
writing-
The
I'm
3
writing
sentences are
mine.
rough.
Okay. First sentence, you ready?
Okay.
Daddy Jake forgets the first rule of Star Wars. If you're going to come at the king, you better not miss.
Okay.
It's a little confused, but I like the texture of it.
Yeah.
So that now we're in parentheses evaluating my first sentence.
Yes.
Second sentence. This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
One sentence. Sometimes growing up means seeing the hologram inside of the hologram inside of the hologram.
So true.
We did have a Hamlet moment in this one. We did have a play within a play within a play. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoisted by his own petard. The play's the thing in which I'll catch the conscience of Visser 3.
But what if he doesn't have one?
Yeah, that's always the
Yeah.
problem.
I mean, this whole book, like, we're about to start with chapters 1
It's
and
a
2,
light
as we
romp.
often do.
It's
Yeah.
a light romp.
It is such a bummer, and this trilogy is a bummer, and I feel like we're in the middle of it, and I feel
Yeah.
bummed, and I'm excited to just talk about it. But
Is this the
I don't-
prestige TV of Animorphs? Is that what we're in right now?
if it is, it's a goddamn bummer.
Well, that's
And-
often what prestige TV is. So
The
I guess
Prestige
you're right,
was a
but I don't-
bummer of a movie.
The-
I don't know if you remember.
But I guess what I'm saying is like, I'm excited to talk to you guys about this book because I think I didn't have a lot of crystallizations of thoughts because the whole time I was like, I just felt a little bit betrayed that the book betrayed us.
Yeah.
Like the book was like, the book is inventing to me new rules of betrayal of the perceptions of the children.
Yeah.
Like I really think like the book just stepped out into new territory, and I don't really have much to say because KA is setting the pace right now.
can you say more about that? What do you mean betraying?
Yeah,
the
like
perception?
I think the way in which David is a problem for them, and the way in which David has this dark, evil intent, not evil, but this like antagonist side that is so directly pointed at Jake is just new territory for our like core story people.
Yeah.
Like maybe there were rivals of a sort in other books, but nothing
This type of
like this.
direct assault, for lack of a better term, and occasionally appropriate term, is something we haven't seen. We've done a lot of reading between the lines of things that happened to the kids and the violence inherent in what was happening to them, and now they are just experiencing, not from the enemy, but from within, real actual violence. And
Exactly,
that is new territory for the books.
And just to dovetail onto that, like, I do think they waited too long to trust him. Like, they got backed into a corner, but the thing is their escape clause was kill David, and they were never going to pull that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't want them to be murderers either, but we do have a fucking problem. Like,
yeah,
we
they didn't understand when they brought him into the group that the only other option once they'd done this was going to be to kill him.
Yeah, like Jake realizes that in chapter 6 or something.
So now they're like, oh, we can't get out of this problem that we've made for ourselves that we didn't fully think through. And now we're here and it's frustrating. And we're also in the middle act, so nothing is getting resolved. Everything is just building tension. And so it's just like,
plays. Yeah.
Yeah. But also, I mean, I know we run into this over and over again. How could they have seen this coming? They're 12. This is
they're literally 12. That is
everyone has their first David.
Eddie. We can't. They're like 50 in book years. They're like
in war years. They've had so much war experience.
We at best have had Jake and Cassie hold hands, so
That's
I don't
true.
know.
They lock arms. This book, there's some arm
holding hands
interlocking.
is a popular activity amongst 50-year-olds.
It's true.
Locking arms more or less than holding hands.
Oh, I think it depends on if
Less.
you're in the movie Moonstruck or not. Let's.
How many box steps are you doing? Is the really important question.
Eddie, you want to get started?
Yeah, let's do this. Book 21.
Let's get in there. I think I should. I think
Okay.
you should rip the Band-Aid off because it's going to hurt.
Okay. You know what? And because we're moving, you said Kay is setting the pace for us. I think I'm not going to do one chapter, but I'm going to take us into 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I think K.A. forced our hand
Yeah.
Okay.
when she went back and rewrote this for us.
Book 21, The Threat, opens with Jake, Marco, Cassie, Axe, and new kid David, who we love, tumbling as cockroaches down towards the earth.
Is that the bit of this episode? Like, we're just going to
We just love David.
I'm not trusting at this point. I'm
like how
in
we
chapter
love
1.
Texans? Okay, all
I'm
right,
the one
cool.
who said last book, I think this is his low so he can grow. And
I think his animal mutilation is charming.
Yeah, he's only done it, twice so far?
he just has to get it out of his system, Chris, okay? He's not going
How
to
many
move up
times
to
will
larger.
David kill a bird? Who knows?
Yeah. When will it finally be Tobias?
So they're tumbling as cockroaches down towards the earth. They've just been sucked out of a stealth camouflaged Yerk ship during a mission to save the U.S. president and other world leaders. Luckily, Tobias and Rachel are standing by in their bird form and are able to swoop in to save their friends, just like Tobias will be there to swoop in and save Jake at the end of this.
Always.
The Animorphs demorph in the dude, so there's a little awkwardness because David doesn't yet own a morph suit, and so is left standing there in the nude. Tobias flies off to grab some clothing for David from a nearby beach shop. When he returns, the group debates whether Tobias snagging a few items is technically stealing. After all, Tobias points out he's a bird. It's not like anyone is going to arrest him. Popcorn Chris.
Jake says that he's going to make sure that the beach shop gets paid for the items, though David's wheels are now spinning. Wouldn't it be amazing if the Animorphs morphed into cheetahs and robbed a jewelry store? What a wild thought, by the way. It just starts with cheetah. It's like cheetah's the way to do that. Marco says that maybe they should just figure out how to stop the Yerk invasion first. This annoys David. He's such a punk. He asks if Marco is the only one allowed to make jokes, to which Jake says, duh. Jake senses the tension between the two boys, his sons. He wonders if Daddy Jake wonders if David is really joking and makes a mental note to speak to Mommy Cassie about the exchange. As long as he treats Sonny David like any other member of the group, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, right?
Yeah.
Popcorn Miranda.
What matters right now is infiltrating the resort where the world leaders are meeting. Cassie Cassie suggests that they all morph into seagulls. Seagulls are everywhere at the beach, so none of the security at the resort should look twice if they enter in that form. David doesn't have a seagull morph and offers with a little bit too much enthusiasm to morph into his golden eagle form to bring one down. Jake asks Tobias to catch a seagull instead. Tobias leaves to do so, and Jake is left with his own anxious thoughts about the mission. They're about to break into a meeting of world leaders, facing some of the most intense security they've ever encountered, with a new Animorph who Jake doesn't know very well. What could go wrong? Tobias returns with the seagull, and David acquires its DNA. The Animorphs are ready to infiltrate the resort.
So everything's
There's
going
a lot,
pretty well right
yeah.
now.
There's a lot of cute little things in these opener chapters. In the first one, they're all screaming, and I had this. There's this moment where Jake says that Axe wasn't screaming, and he was the only one not screaming. And he says, Andalites don't scream as much. He says, it's not that they're braver, it's more that they're a telepathic species, so I guess they just didn't evolve to do a lot of screaming. And I just think about this a lot. I've just been sitting with that. I've been sitting with the idea that, like, yeah, you wouldn't have to scream. Your thought speak reaches as far as it reaches, and, like, there's no such thing as yelling. Like, and I wonder how different the kids sound to native thought speakers with all these different inflections conveyed.
Well, you know, when you scream when you're scared, it's kind of a really funny reaction if you think about it. Because I don't know if you can exactly speak to what the reflex is doing, but it's like, what is the function there? Are you just trying to, like, be scared and as scary as the thing that's scaring you, but also alert others to help you?
Yeah,
and,
the
like,
biggest assumption I could find when I looked into it is that screaming was just to let people know that you were in danger and needed help. So, like,
even
it
if
was
you
just
died,
an alert
they'd be like,
system.
Yeah,
They'd be like,
and he
"Whoa,
screamed,
don't
maybe
go
there's a
over there."
serial killer in the house. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, it just, like, is supposed to alert people. So, like, it does its job, but Andalites don't have to do it. Don't think David's idea to rob the jewelry store as a cheetah is well thought out. Like, when he's fencing the jewelry, like, it's going to be really well publicized that the shop was robbed by a cheetah, and then he's going to have to explain how he got all this jewelry from that cheetah. I think it's just going to be...
Yeah, and...
I think it's going to be a mess, if I'm
There'll
honest.
be serial numbers on the jewelry, right? Yeah, it's like...
But as Mike White asked Jeff Probst in the planning for Survivor Season 41, is it fun? I think it is. I think it's fun.
It could be fun.
And don't the Animorphs need a little bit more fun in their lives?
I don't know that David actually knows what fun is if he's
I don't
not
think he
torturing an
does.
animal.
Yeah, that's what he really
God,
likes.
you guys have such a low opinion of David, and I don't feel like it's my job alone to try to change
my
it.
God.
I will jump in with David. David does call out Tobias as a bird racist. Apparently, he's said enough that Jake can actually just sort his opinion on birds and tell it to other people. He says he respects most eagles, owls, and other hawks, looks down on gulls and pigeons, hates jays, crows, and golden eagles. Like, he's got it down. He's like, that's like a bird racist. And Cassie's like, those are different species. All right. It's not a really good
humans are all
comparison.
one.
And I'm like, look, just because they're like, we still have to talk to him about it, Cassie. Like, just because it's not a 1-to-1 doesn't mean that it's not going to become a problem. That's all I'm saying.
Right. It's just, it's a different flavor of prejudice.
What if maybe this is what this trilogy is actually about, is Tobias reckoning with his bird racism?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I somehow don't think there will be time for that. But we get to the third book and it's like this thick.
Yeah.
It's
a very
costume
elaborate
and
setup, Chris, but I think if you read between the lines, you'll see it is there.
Yeah. I love that we get the they've started sowing doubt about who the slash-shoed man is.
Yes,
in this
they
first
do.
chapter,
Yes.
which is critical.
Which one of you called in
I
the
did.
last book? It was Miranda,
I did.
yeah. And I was like,
And
no,
I
I think that's
get
just the
credit for
president's
that. No, I'm
shoes.
just-
I love looking at whenever the narrator of the book does the recap of the series so far. It's always interesting to see what they bring up or how they bring something up. And Jake brings up that Elfangor trusting these 5 children is human children is an extraordinary act, which kind of made me sensitive to think about, trust in this book.
Yeah. Themes of trust.
And
And it is,
the
we
risk
have
of it. And what, we
explored it recently also with Andalites having done Hork-Bajir Chronicles right before book book 19, and learning that they were very, like, you know, Ciro's kindness, all that's been being very drilled into us as we, like, learned more about Andalites. And so, like, Jake is wrestling with what it means to trust, and it seems like he's finally understanding the motives behind that sort of closed off world of Ciro's kindness that, like, Axe didn't want to share with them.
Yeah, which is also, it has been a theme recently because we've seen Cassie trust a Yeerk.
Yep.
We've seen all kinds of trust in Hork-Bajir Chronicles between different species. And here we're learning, it's like the part of every zombie movie where it's like, we're the bad guys, not the zombies.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's happening.
Soylent Green is people.
Yeah.
And not to divert too hard, but when they're talking about when David doesn't have the clothes because he hasn't figured out how to morph them yet, it just really dawned on me, I think for the first time, that the Andalite homeworld doesn't even have nudity as a concept.
No, yeah.
Like, they
Axe
don't
talks
have to
about
worry,
it.
like, there is no nudist colonies. Like, you don't have to worry about any of that. But here on Earth, because of our prudishness, it kind of makes him an exhibitionist, you know? It's like...
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think that's all we have for chapters
It
1 and
doesn't
2.
quite make the other kids enough uncomfortable that Axe is always naked as a...
For him to be an exhibitionist, he would have to be into it, but it was just...
It's
it was
true.
a really juicy pun.
It was.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. All right, should we move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
let's
Let's
keep
see what
going.
chapters 3 and 4 have in store.
Yes, of course. The gang approaches the resort as seagulls. They scout the security as they approach, leading to Marco making an insensitive remark about David's dad having transitioned from the National Security Agency to the Yeerk Security Agency. Jake reprimands Marco, saying the comment was out of line. Marco apologizes to Jake, and Jake is left wondering if the rift between David and Marco is bigger than he thought. As the kids scout the resort, they realize that the security is even more thorough than they'd expected. There are guards on the roofs and in the bushes and patrolling the grounds with dogs. Jake says that an insect morph would work, but every bit of the resort is being watched, leaving them no place nearby to even morph into an insect. Before they can come up with a plan, Jake is suddenly overcome with intense pain, almost like he's been tased. Then Axe experiences the same flash of sizzling pain. Jake looks around, trying to figure out what's happening. He notices one of the security guards focusing intently on the birds. Popcorn quicks!
Tobias is next to be attacked. Jake observes that the security guard is focused on Tobias just as the attack happens. Axe speculates that the man may be using a low-powered Draken beam with his sunglasses as a emitter. The Yeerks are protecting the resort from Andalites and Morph. Jake orders the gang to retreat, but not all at once, as that would be too suspicious. Cassie leaves first. The security guard focuses on David, and David asks what he should do. Jake says that David must endure the attack. Then he can leave. David obeys the order, and then begins to retreat. Jake praises David, and David responds with sarcasm. The guard attacks Jake one last time before he retreats along with the other kids. Jake worries that this time the Yeerks truly have the Animorphs beat.
Finally, we have someone on bird security.
Yes, yes. And they're leveling up. They're getting a little bit better about that.
The pamphlets are working.
Yes.
If you see these birds together, it's
Yep.
like a picture of a peregrine falcon and
the
a seagull.
IKEA artwork for assembling things, the risks of furniture. Yeah. I feel like they have been faced with harder challenges than what they're faced with here, and yet they give up. They're ready to give up so quickly. Maybe morale is just at a low, but I thought they have ways around this. They have so many morphs at their disposal, they could get through this.
They did just get racked with horrible pain, which I think probably made them a little grumpy, but it does seem like they're like, there's no way in. And then like they pretty quickly come up with what seems like would be the obvious solution in any other book. Although it is a little complicated, but like, riding the Tobias bus, we've done it before. He's delivered us places as flies. He delivered us to the hospital as flies.
He's delivered us on to evil.
Yeah, he's done a lot of things. He's capable of multitudes, and I think that they're really selling him short.
Yeah.
I'm also just I'm a little suspicious of this new technology that he says is like, he has a very low powered Dracon beam. This is important stuff, sort of, that there's this idea of a separate emitter for the Dracon beam that it's like hooked to it, but it's not like they now have like they can beam it between the two places and shoot it out of it.
I don't know. Like, the whole thing is like, I'm just like, why do they need to be right about what's hurting them? Like,
True.
They see the guy
He could be
looking,
psychic.
but he could just be holding a Draken beam, Draken beam, just slightly low and away. And they're just like, it must be in the sunglasses.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
hey,
but he
what's stopping
can't.
him?
The humans, like the non-controllers, can't know he's doing it. It has to be secret.
Yeah.
But you can tape a gun to your glasses, right? That's fine.
I've done it before, so. Yeah. This was the promise of Google Glass, actually. I feel
True.
Yeah.
Originally, Google kick-ass.
We get a callback to the Animorphs' hatred of ants, and I believe shrews. Is that right? Is that what we get?
Yeah, it
Jake?
was a little weird that Jake brought it up because, as far as I'm aware, only Rachel morphed the shrew, but that's fine.
Yeah. What was it that we would talk about? Their fear of the anti-hive agenda. Is that what we?
Yes.
We get a little taste of
Anti-hive agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our anarchist whale collective is the opposing side we were looking for. That's
There's
all kind of been
Anti-swarm.
lost.
I think it was anti-swarm.
Yes.
Anti-swarm,
Yeah.
There was a bit that Marco's doing now where he keeps repeating himself in a really annoying way.
Yeah.
And people are like, what did you mean? It's like, no, I just said blah, blah, blah. And it's like such a good bit. And I want to read the example if it's in here. Damn it. Where is it?
Is
It's
it the beginning of the chapter 3? Off we go into the wild blue yonder, flying high into
Oh,
the
yeah,
sun?
yeah, yeah. And he won't shut up about the song. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like, Marco, why are you singing? He's like, oh, it's this old song. And he sings it again. And she's like, why are you still singing when I want you to shut up? And then he starts singing again, only to be distracted by a pizza.
Yes,
It's just so good. And you know that if Marco were to be pried from a joke by the instincts of an animal, like seagull hunger is like probably on par with Taxon hunger.
Yeah.
In terms of severity and just like intensity. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there is and this existed last book, but there's a little bit of like a comparison point being made of how Marco is annoying versus how David is annoying. David's annoying in a really uncharismatic kind of way.
David is
Yeah.
mean. David is pretty mean. He's like a violent, intrusive thought machine.
Yeah.
Like he's not exactly truthful in his word, which like those are all visible as of this moment in the book. Like Marco
is
doesn't have a
sensitive,
malicious bone in his body.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
David is insecure. There's like an insecurity.
Yeah.
He there's just something about the way he reacts to not threats, but like people's remarks about him. Like he doesn't take criticism well. There's just like
And he seems like he'll fly off the handle. It's not just insecure. It's like insecure and kind of violent.
a little unstable.
Yeah.
He's not crazy. He's just a little unwell.
Yeah.
I know. Right now you can't tell. But just wait a while, and then you'll see how he betrays all of the Animorphs.
all of the.
All right.
Does that take us into?
I think it does.
Chapter
I think
5?
we're actually cooking with gas here. Let's it's chapter 5 of Fi.
All right.
Chapter 5 for fighting.
Everyone goes home. Well, Marco, Rachel, Cassie, and Jake go home. Jake is all too aware that Axe's home is on another planet. Tobias's is his favorite tree overlooking a meadow. And David doesn't have a home anymore. For now, he's staying in Cassie's barn. That's yet another problem for Jake to figure out as the leader of the Animorphs. He's also worrying about how quickly the Yeerks are planning to infest the president, as well as the other world leaders. Will they wait until they're all at the resort or infest them one by one? As soon as Jake gets home, his parents embrace him in a big hug. He senses that they have bad news before they tell him. Jake's cousin Sadler has been hit by a car and is in intensive care. Jake's parents will be leaving immediately to go help Sadler's parents take care of their other children, which means that Jake and Tom will be on their own for a few days. Jake narrates, "This all left me feeling even more disturbed than before. I felt guilty for not feeling sorry for Sadler right away. I felt guilty for caring that his family would be staying with us. I even felt guilty for thinking it was a relief that my mom and dad would be gone for the next day or so. All that piled on top of the fact that I felt guilty because while I was sitting around feeling guilty, the leaders of the free world were possibly being infested with Yeerks. I felt like my head was going to burst. I felt like I needed to sleep for about 14 hours. But I wasn't going to sleep. Not that night or the next. In fact, it was going to be a long time before I slept again. I feel this way every time I stay up after 2 a.m. It's like, I'm never going to sleep. It's just not going to happen. It's very sad.
If Jake was going to die, this isn't how he would narrate that. He would be setting up that he was, in fact, going to be sleeping for a long, long time.
Yeah, long sleep, yeah.
He would say, my only regret was not practicing more for the big sleep.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's a good point, though. Is it sleeping? I would never sleep again could be something you could say if it meant you were going to die before the next time you went to sleep.
But would you say it?
I don't know. They drop a lot of NPCs in our lap here.
Yeah.
And one of them they dropped.
We got saddled with them.
We got saddled with them, and one of them they dropped to the ground. So, like,
I know. Yeah, new NPC just dropped.
Yes,
literally was your top note for this, Miranda.
we know that KA would never drop one NPC on us without them ever coming up again. Certainly, she would not drop 5, 6 named characters.
We get Sadler, Ellen, George.
Forrest.
And then Justin, Brooke, and Forrest. Yeah,
yes.
6.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Forrest is 2 years old and is basically the devil. That's every 2-year-old. It's part of their shtick. It's what they do.
Yeah, the terrible twos. We all know.
Is
but
that
like,
just
how
a 3 and toddler morph?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is he like Stewie Griffin or something? Like, where is the what
know.
kind of baby is this? A talking, singing baby who kills his mother?
We love that. But I will say, I had some thoughts. So Jake asks why they can't just stay with Rachel's family. And I'm like, okay, so like, first of all, we don't even know if the construction work for fixing the fact that an elephant fell through their house is done yet. But her actual reason she gives is that Ellen and George haven't felt like they were close to Rachel's mom since the divorce. And I want to know, is this like a judgmental, they don't approve of divorce kind of thing? Or has Naomi been pulling back? You know, really putting up walls as she tries to rebuild her life without Dan. I'm interested.
The true protagonist of the series, Naomi.
True.
Yeah, it'd be fun to read a book that was just like a really devastating, like, person rebuilding their romantic and personal life after a divorce, and then like their kid is just coming in and the house is collapsing randomly. Yeah. And she's like, I do not understand what is happening.
I
thought I would be prepared to help you through puberty. I'm not.
What we didn't realize at that moment was that the elephant in the room crashing through one room to another was actually the entire time a metaphor for Naomi's life falling apart and then coming back together.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
She came in like a wrecking ball.
She never hit so hard in love.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think
all she wanted does to break your walls.
All she ever did was divorce Dan.
Or Stan.
I think we've had it confirmed that it's been like 2 months since the start of the series, right?
No, it's been like at least 6 months since the start of the series.
Oh, really? Okay.
They annoyingly say a couple months in there.
Yeah,
but
it's rough.
Fucking bullshit. It's like there's gonna need to be a retcon.
Yeah.
There's no way they've done all this.
Because what's happened since then, on a personal level, is that Rachel, yes, collapsed through the house of her mother's home as an elephant, as a crocodile, as an elephant.
Elephant.
Marco's dad was depressed, got a job, and now he's dating again, as we'll find out.
Bought a new house. Bought a new house, dating again. Yeah.
Jake's
also
brother
trans.
quit the basketball
He got that promotion
team.
at work.
Jake's brother quit the basketball team.
Cassie's parents lost funding for this.
And then got it back.
Got it back. This could all happen in 6 months, I think, actually.
No.
They
in
needed
6 months,
they
yes,
needed
in 6
permits for a logging company that they were trying to sway a city council vote for.
Yeah.
That's
Which I
still
believe
happening in the
loosely
background. That's like a C plot to the series.
Which I believe translated into English is fuck nuts lumber.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
And then are we missing one of our dear children? Axe is acclimating to human society?
Yeah, he's doing fine.
Acclimating.
Made contact with his
Exclamating.
parents? Is that right?
Oh, he did,
Cassie's
yeah.
a skunk mother.
Not directly with his parents, but he made contact with his home world.
Yeah.
Did they
Rachel
get
was
his
on
dad
television.
Rachel was on television. Jeremy Jason McCole became a monk.
How did Rachel get on television and not Marco? Unbelievable.
Marco couldn't believe it either.
Too bad.
And Tobias gave in to being
was?
full hawk for a little while, then tried to be
True.
boy again briefly, and now is kind of he's boy and hawk.
Mostly Hawk. Yeah.
Mostly
Yeah,
hawk.
that sounds like a year to me.
Yeah.
What you just outlined
No,
is
but
like
it's six.
a
It's
year.
been a busy 6 months, Chris. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to.
But in the
leave
book,
me.
they say a couple of months.
Yeah, 3. A couple is 3, right?
Oh,
Anyway,
my God,
No,
I'm gonna
to
die.
some, yeah.
This is not really getting to the heart of Cousin Sadler. How do we? Is he going to be
Oh,
on Survivor?
poor cousin Sadler.
Yeah,
Ooh,
well,
early boot, probably.
yeah.
Not
obvious
a
vote out
challenge
there,
thread.
yeah. Well, and we should put the 2-year-old in there too. Forrest? Is that,
Forrest,
is
yeah.
that Forrest, yeah. We should
Yeah. Actually, we have a whole tribe there. We have a whole tribe in Sadler's family.
forms
so.
an alliance.
Oh my
with
God,
Trump.
the Sadler family.
Can I
alliance.
ask?
Yeah.
Is this going to?
Oh, we should do Family Feud instead of Survivor.
Is this family drama going to pay off? Do we think? Why is this here?
It has to. It just can't in this book.
I mean,
because I read the
it's
whole
here.
book.
It's here to make Jake's parents go somewhere else. And it's also here, I think, to emphasize how Jake is disturbed, that he's not more disturbed hearing that Sadler is hurt, although he said Sadler's kind of a dick.
I've never known a Sadler.
No, not by first name. I mean, I knew people who, rode horses, but like,
Yeah, and saddled them.
equestrians, I think they're called.
Yeah, or yeah.
From the Latin horse. Let's see what's cooking in chapter 6.
I feel like just to close this, I feel like
put a
maybe
pin
what
on
it's
it.
setting up is also maybe something will happen to Jake where in normal circumstances his family might have started to wonder where's Jake or what's going on with Jake. He hasn't been home in a while, and they're a little bit
That would
busy
have been
with
a good
cousin Sadler.
That would be good.
Yeah. Which is why we need 6 new
He's
named
being
characters.
airlifted to. So, like, just one thing to clear up: they're going to where Sadler's family lives, which is like an hour, 2 hours away. But Sadler's being like airlifted to their hospital because they have a better hospital. So his
Maybe it's rural.
family is now going to come live with them while Sadler's in the hospital.
It sounds kind of fun.
The logistics of why everything's happening the way it's happening is a little confusing. It's like Sadler got hurt. We're going there, then they're coming here. And I just wanted to get the why of that in there because it is weird.
But when
Not
they
that
come
it
here,
matters,
that's going to be a crowded house. That's going to be it's going to be. I don't know how big Jake's house is, but I feel like it's going to be fitting. A lot of people
it's
into this
not
house.
going to be easy.
especially with Forrest. Both Sadler
my
and
God.
Forrest are characterized as jerks.
It's true.
So-
Forrest
The
is too.
hijinks. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Forrest
let's
is
take
going to
it-
bust Tom as a
let's-
year. All right, let's see if that happens in chapter 6.
Jake's parents leave to go take care of cousin Sadler. Thank God. Jake decides not to throw a rager and instead spends the evening researching everything he can find about the conference, the world leaders, and the resort. Just as Tom enters the room, Jake is reading about the Prime Minister of France and his wife's 2 pet chihuahuas. He slams his computer shut. Hopefully, Tom doesn't interrogate Jake about what he
It
was
wouldn't have
reading.
been slam your computer.
No, he just
shut.
closed the
It
window.
wouldn't be a laptop.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
It
yeah.
wouldn't
a
be a
desktop.
laptop in that
Yeah,
time.
I'm just trying to draw out that Jake was looking at porn scenario here. Jake receives a phone call from Cassie. She says something odd about Letterman getting canceled and how there will be no more Dave. Jake can tell what she's really trying to communicate. David has gone missing. They've gotten really
Yeah,
good
we
at
know
this.
that Eddie David Letterman has gone missing.
Jake tells
don't you
Cassie
get
that
about
he's
that?
sure Dave will be back at the regular place, regular time, meaning that he'll meet her at their regular place ASAP. Jake pretends to go to bed so that Tom will feel comfortable leaving the house for Yerk activities, and then flies to Cassie's barn. Rachel is already there, and there's absolutely no comment about her appearance. Cassie confirms Jake's fear. David has gone missing.
Yeah, what was that comment on her appearance? Like, why do we need that bit of...
Well,
it's a
like-
good little character detail, but it doesn't feel like Jake's thing to deliver.
I
You know?
guess his point was that she was too well dressed to have. She was wearing clothes she couldn't have morphed,
Yeah.
but
'Cause
she
she was
clearly
sleeping
had
over
to
it?
morph to get here that fast. And Cassie's like, "Oh, she just keeps extra clothes here." And Rachel's like, "Is it a crime?"
She just, this is why she was on TV first, because she always knows what her
Exactly.
lighting is.
She's always
like,
looking good. I
Where's
just
my
want to
camera?
say we get a plugged into the web, capital W.
Yep.
I just enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. We also we get "Don't Tie Up the Phone Line"
Yep.
from Tom.
What if someone
which is
needs to
very
call,
sick.
and then Jake's the one who needs like the calls for Jake anyway? Like,
Two
yeah.
things I want to point out here. Jake's phone rings deedly, deedly, deedly. And I've never heard.
When you say Jake's phone, are you imagining he has an iPhone?
No.
Because
His
it's not.
landline. His landline.
Okay, all right.
Which is
But
why
it's
Tom
not
may
I
be
know.
listening.
It's.
I think I know what sound they're describing.
Can you
It's
do
like a
it?
specific phone sound. I can't do it. It's the one that goes like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's not
Miranda,
deedly,
are you going to
deedly,
answer that?
deedly.
You should really answer that.
it's not diddly diddly, but I was doing it I was doing like a blah, 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 blah.
Why not just, we've all agreed on ring, ring, ring.
Yeah,
Why
ring,
the banana
ring.
phone ring, ring, ring. So why can't we just stick to that? I don't know.
Bring, bring.
It's actually ring, 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 banana phone. Boop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. And then confusingly, it's ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding, donana phone. So don't get me started. But
Where do we think David's gone? Are we concerned?
I think he's just practicing magic. I think this is a young David Blaine. Or actually,
Yeah.
given that David Blaine was active in this time period, I think this is David Blaine's apprentice,
ask-
and he makes all his apprentices take his name.
He's out doing street magic, and Axe is in human morph holding the camcorder, and he's like levitating next to an Arby's.
He's
Yeah.
gonna make the I don't know, some famous landmark they can't tell us the name of because they can't tell us where they live disappear. Like,
Oh, that's David Copperfield. That's another David magician. No,
different
it's okay.
David
it's okay.
magician. Too many David magicians.
Too many David magicians. Daves are quite dumb.
This does raise a good point. Should they be wondering if David is actually, he's just learned how to morph. Why couldn't David just actually be in the room with us? Like, he,
Is David in the room with us right
Is
now?
David in the room with us? Can somebody channel David? I have him.
Now, it could
I just
be,
want to kill animals and my friends.
he could be invisible, or he could be very, very, very small.
That's true.
And, like-
I like to think of it more like Marco's going home and complaining to his dad. He's like, yeah, it's just this kid, David. I can't really tell you much about him. Oh, I'm sorry. Is David in the room with us right now? Like, you're taking your anger out on me. David's not here.
that's so
What kid, and by that I mean me, this was me when I was a child, I wanted to know, like, the Huck Finn thing where he goes to his own funeral. I wanted to know how people talked about me while I wasn't in the room. So I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
you
wanted to be a fly
here's
on
the
the
problem with what you do, Ed, is you throw a birthday party for yourself and then you hide upstairs and listen.
Well, it's the
and you've
Gatsby
done
in
this
me.
3 years, and I can hear because every time somebody says something nice, we hear through the fence. Oh, they love me. Oh, they love
no,
me.
it's because I have a cup against the floorboards. I'm listening.
You guys, we got to talk about what he learned on the internet just a little bit.
Okay.
He's
You're right.
grasping at straws, trying to figure out a way into the resort. And the best thing he can come up with is that the French Prime Minister's wife travels with 2 what were they?
Chihuahuas, yeah.
Chihuahuas. What the hell? And that is that's truck ship levels of desperation.
It's
here.
really
That's
rough,
like,
especially when I looked into it, and it seems that KA completely fabricated this. This is not true. The Prime Minister of France, starting in 1997, was Lionel Jospin.
God.
And his wife was actually a famous feminist. She helped pass an amendment to the Constitution that said the parties had to put forward at least 50% female candidates. She was a rock star, and cool. I could not find anything about little dogs.
But that's why I said at the beginning that this is setting up. This book's going to be a light romp. I know it. And they're going to have to morph into Chihuahuas.
But what if that partner of the French Prime Minister who was a rock star, what if that's like KA on timeline 5? Because she's going back and rewriting the books.
Different Prime Minister every time.
Or Prime Minister's wife every time. Yeah. And she just forgot the dogs. No, here's what she did. Her achievements outshined the dogs so much that the
they've
dogs
been
are lost
scrubbed from history. If we'd been alive in the 90s, we'd know about the Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, I have so many questions for KA once we get her in that chair. Once we get her in that recording booth with us, we're going to get all the answers about how she went back in time.
She spends so much.
Books.
I think this is why she's not answering the phone, because she's just constantly traveling through time, I think.
Oh, shit. You guys, I'm dialed into the internet right now talking to you on the KA phone line. She could have called. Guys, we have to stop recording right now.
We got to get off
That's what
right
the
now.
deal was.
That's what the deal is. Oh, and I didn't answer. Guys, I got to go.
Thanks for listening to Anidorks. We'll be back soon with lots more to say. Until the Andalites return, or at least until next time. See you soon!